Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name is Josh, and today we're talking about something really that's people have been waiting for me to talk about. Now, I've covered fathering autism in a couple of videos. The first video I did about my take on fathering autism has a 71% like ratio, which is my lowest liked video. And so I did another video where I responded to some of the dumb comments that his, what they call leg humpers, left me. And taking a long time to do this third video because this stuff just goes really deep, and it gets really crazy. The more you dive into this family, the more this idea of exploitation just gets crazy. Like, you know, there's so much to this, and there's a video that's I'm going to do this coming week about the, like, I'm going to do a long video from front to back about the exploitation of Abby Moss, which is the daughter in question here, which, you know, I've made the argument that Abby Moss is literally the, you know, catalyst for this channel. She's the reason people come, and there are crazy fans. We're going to cover that in a future episode. There are people that come just for her, mostly just for Abby. And I covered it in the last video. If you just look at the engagement rate on her videos and her postings, anytime Abby's in the picture, the post is like triple, quadruple the amount of engagement. So this is not news. This is, you know, Asa Moss know that this is why their channel grows to this level, and they've used the excuse that, well, we're raising awareness for autism, and that might be so, and I have never argued the fact that maybe they are doing that, and they might have started with those intentions, but at some point, I mean, how many videos can you make about the awareness, right? At this point, then it became about making money. Right? It became about, okay, well, this is our life now, and we got to make content. I just watched, like, I've been going down this rabbit hole for hours and hours and hours tonight, just hours and days. And I'm watching videos over videos over videos. Asa sitting in the pool saying, I'm so over this. I can't make new content. I'm getting crazy. And you just like, he's running out of shit to do. And so when they do these other videos, it's more about Abby. It's all about Abby. And you know why it's all about Abby? And we're going to talk a little bit about it today. It's all about Abby because they take her for meet and greets. She has fans. Abby does. Nobody wants to hang out with, you know, Asa and Priscilla. Nobody does. But today's video is all about Priscilla. And it's going to get pretty crazy. A lot of you specifically that are fathering autism fans aren't going to like what I have to say here. But you're going to listen. Okay? Because this isn't all it's cracked up to be. And at some point, we have to start figuring out how to help these kids instead of exploit them. Okay? And in this case, the exploitation goes far deeper than just exploiting a daughter for views on YouTube and in a Facebook group. This goes into MLMs and the predatory nature of MLMs and the fact that they're using this platform they've built off the back of Abby to sell MLMs. Okay? So I'm definitely getting pissed. And so these videos, I try not to make light of them. I try not to do anything that's gonna muddy the water on the points I'm trying to make on this video specifically. You know when I'm being serious, and trust me on this video, we're being serious. So let's get to it. If you need to be in a mental headspace to just really go down this, okay? It's not pretty. So let's do it. So we talked about Asa a little bit. We haven't gone into his detailed video, which we will, right? We did talk about that he's had a kid outside of, he left Priscilla when she was young with a kid, went and had another kid, didn't tell anybody. It was a great big giant kerfuffle. And we're going to cover a video about, fathering narcissism, because that guy just like thinks he hung the moon. He thinks that he can do no wrong. And he doesn't think I can sit at a table with him intellectually. He berated me in the comments of Instagram after I asked him to come on the show, and he said he would, and then he deleted his comments on my stuff and just said, you're beneath me, right? This guy who's supposed to be like, love everybody. They've sat down multiple times and said, this is why we do this. But in the end, I'm going to prove to you it's absolutely not the case. Just undeniable the amount of shit that goes on in this family. When you have this much content on the internet and they have 1 million subscribers on Facebook now, and they're all celebrating with balloons and shit. They've got 535,000 subscribers on YouTube. This is like a money-making monster, okay? 500,000 subscribers, it's a lot of money, okay? And then you enter in the MLM that Priscilla we're going to talk about today, and you're adding hundreds of thousands, if not more, okay? And we're going to talk about what it means that these MLMs target influencers, and the influencers actually don't do any of the work. They get their platform built off the platform that they built. And we're going to talk about how she lies about that she doesn't. So, I mean, I know I'm giving all the shit away, but let's get right into this because this gets dumb. So who's Priscilla Moss, okay? So Priscilla Moss was an only child, basically, who spent her teenage years in Gitmo, which is, I think, a military base or something like that, which is where she met Asa, right? It's where their romance bloomed. This story sounds really bad, actually. When she finished high school, apparently she wanted to become an environmental lawyer, but that's an LOL, apparently, because there's no way her lifestyle would have supported that. And university was out of the question. She had multiple jobs and wanted to open a food truck when Fathering Autism started. So she said, you know, these type of people that are called hustlers, but they don't want to work hard for anything. They want it the easy hustle. So the thing that comes along easiest, and they stumble onto something like this, and it's like a dream come true because they don't actually work hard. They're lazy. Like, I'm going to prove to you that they're lazy. I don't think anybody who lives their life active as they say that they are, and you cannot be severely obese if you live a super active lifestyle. Just impossible. So a lot of this is going to have to come down to health, and I'm not body shaming anybody. I am a obese individual. I was over 300 pounds at one point. I've actually had a weight loss surgery like Priscilla did too. So none of this is about shaming. A lot of this is about healthy choices that you make, and it has to tie into who they are as parents, okay? So I don't want to shame anybody for that, but at the same time, you have to understand, like, these people are requesting so much respite help and volunteers and paying all these people to come in, like, so they don't, because they literally physically cannot handle the demands of having a daughter with autism. Because Abby is very active and she loves to run around and get exercise, but part of this argument is going to be made is that she can't do the things she wants to do because her parents physically cannot do those things. Right? We're going to get into that in a video when we're going to talk about, this is going to be a long one, so I hope you can stick around. Nothing crazy. Like, apparently, you know, as I'm asking people about their stories about Priscilla, she, you know, early on in the vlog, she was way closer. And then as things started shifting, as the money started rolling in, everything changes. Like it does for most family vloggers. Most family vloggers lose their major early fan bases because they become something they don't recognize anymore. This vlog is no different. When money starts rolling in and new houses are bought and all the respite care is in, so you can vlog more and you vlog more, and then you use this to launch an MLM, this is what happens, okay? So the reason I think I have my notes here, because I had to make notes, obviously. And one of the main reasons I'm not a fan of Fathering Autism, and you guys, a lot of you know, and my main argument here is that they exploit Abby, who is a teenage girl, without her consent. They exploit her, and she's the star, and I said it at the beginning. And it cannot be argued, even though Priscilla says here that she can consent. And this is the first interaction I've ever had with them. I had never done a video. People were begging me to do videos on them. And then they came into the comment section. Apparently, Priscilla does this when she's drinking. She gets in the comment sections and she just goes ham for a few hours and she deletes everything. But the people screenshotted everything. So she says that Abby can, you know, consent. Abby is nonverbal. She cannot consent. IDD and autism, she has the capacity of, I think some people argue, between 18-month-old and a 2-year-old. And that's not shade. That's just her. That's who she is as a person with autism, right? So, never will Abby probably ever be able to fully cognitively consent to what is being done to her. And I made the argument in the first video that it's not really about her future because her future is going to be in care or with her parents to some degree, right, at all times. But I argued that every human being deserves dignity. And when you're showing people how she uses the bathroom and shaves her armpits and shows all of her outbursts, all these things to the internet, you're not giving her any of that dignity. And their fans just eat it up and they just push it. I've seen comments where Abby's having a full-on meltdown and they're like, I love her face. She's so funny. Like, their fans aren't grasping what's really happening, and they'll come into the comment section and they go crazy. And a lot of their fans are from that community, and they just have a lot of people who are just diehards. And in the next video, I'm not going to get into today, but there are some crazy, scary things happening in the fan base of Fathering Autism, and we're going to get into it. And I have reached out to Asa and told him about it, and he ignored me. So they don't want to know that. They don't want to tell you that stuff, and so I'm going to tell you all about that stuff. So anyway, all that to say, that's why I don't like them. I just basically straight up, and that's what they give a lot of people that same vibe. I'm not just saying this to make money and grow my platform and all this stuff. I'm actually saying this because this is my mission here. This vlog is one of the worst perpetrators of exploitation I've ever seen. I mean, at least kids who don't have autism in these other vlogs will grow up and can make choices. Abby will never be able to make the choice whether or not to leave, and they will exploit this girl until they're canceled. Like, they have no other options right at this point, because all of their money comes in from this. Maybe the MLM thing was the thing that she is pushing for so that they can stop vlogging. Maybe Asa's getting sick of vlogging because it's like, what else can you vlog about? I mean, I get you want to bring awareness, but thousands of videos on what? Like, there's probably 100 lessons you can learn about living with a child with autism, right? Maybe 100, 150, let's say a good 200 lessons, whatever, right? I mean, at some point, as humans, we all have basic needs and necessities. We all have patterns of behavior. At some point, you got to run out of content, right? So that's why my argument was that this is no longer about awareness. It's about exploitation. Why is Priscilla one of the main problems? Well, there's a few reasons, right? She obviously leads in a very unhealthy lifestyle, cannot keep up with her daughter in the exercise and the things that she needs to do so that she can live an active, healthy lifestyle, right? They don't live healthy, active lifestyles. A child needs a healthy, active lifestyle. Like at some level, when I lost all my weight, I lost 100 pounds, I was jogging, running every day. I was getting my kids out, we're skating, we're having fun. That's part of the reason I did the weight loss thing, is so I could spend more quality time with the kids. Although I've always been crazy active anyway. Even when I was fat, I was always good at sports, but I'll just float my own boat. Part of that is that often you'll see Abby just sitting on the couch while she's on her phone. Okay? There's videos and screenshots of it all over the place. And so Priscilla, I think one of the mentions of what she does, she's like, I'm working. So we're watching that video. Let's watch that video together. And so there's a lot here, guys, and I'm going to be mixing and mashing it up. So also, before I get into these videos, guys, I want to let you know, before we get into this video, everybody, I want to let you know that I will not be blurring out Abby's face or any of the characters on this vlog whatsoever. So I just want to let you know that about you. I think you guys have to see it all with your eyes. It's really important for that. So ratio me if you want, call me an exploiter, whatever you want. It's really important for this video that you see everything that my eyes are seeing. It's the experience of it all, okay? So that's why I'm not going to be blanking on her face.
Hello. How are you? You squeezing? Squeeze, girl. Squeeze. This is one of Abby's stems.
So Abby's stimming on the ground, and Priscilla's
we just call it the squeeze.
On her phone.
I think we coined that phrase back when we did the stimming.
I just don't like this image. Dot on the floor, doing her thing, and it's like I understand that stimming is part of that what they do to relax themselves often is when they're overstimulated or just need to do what they need to do to be themselves, I guess, right? But at the same time, it's like, okay, you're doing that, cool, let me get on my phone, and I'm going to be on my phone. Priscilla is on her phone all the time. My other argument to be made is that's why she's not good at this, is because this vlog is supposed to be about how to do this properly. Okay, how to do this as parents. And she is literally always on her phone. And it's because of the MLM.
Yeah, right?
I did.
Yeah, if you guys have not seen that old stimming video, I'll put a link for it right up here. It's an old video, don't judge me by the
Something tells me it's a bad video.
Video, but it's kind of cute. We tried Abby's stems, the three of us did, to see.
Oh. Well, that's probably a dumb video, and that's probably not, and he kept it up there. Don't judge you. Likely they weren't mocking them, but they were trying them at the same time. That doesn't seem right to me.
This is one of them. The squeeze.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm working.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm working. No, she's... This is what lazy parenting is, right? And I'm going to make the argument today that Asa does most of the work for this family, right? Asa is the one that does the bathing. I think maybe their brother does a little bit, but Priscilla does almost nothing. Like, I'm going to make the argument that Priscilla is very, very, very lazy. And I think that she gets overwhelmed easy, and she knows that Abby doesn't like her. Okay? And there's proof.
Okay, I believe you. It's okay. You never ignore me.
I know, I'm just letting you know.
Okay. You're on your lipstick, mama?
I am.
What you selling?
I'm so excited. Like, I posted a picture.
Are you so excited?
I'm so excited. I posted a picture, and I said...
Working by scrolling through her Facebook. That's work. That's not work, everybody. Straight up, that's bullshit. And so when you say when she's in my comment section saying I work 80 hours a week, when she says that shit, that's bullshit. That's straight up bullshit. You don't work 80 hours a week when you're on your phone. You're going to be on your phone anyway.
Ladies, let me know what your skin type is down in the comments. I'm a dry kind of girl. 59 comments later.
Wow.
So I'm just trying.
This is her justifying why she's like, I'm going through my comments to delete the ones that nobody likes. That's what she's doing here. Let's not get it twisted, everybody, okay?
It's not funny, man.
So yeah, Dad messed up. I didn't latch the back door. I walked straight to the office. She went straight out the back door and jumped in.
Can I point?
It's okay. You just put the clothes.
Can Can I point out that what he just said there was crazy? He didn't latch the back door. Abby went and jumped in the pool while these people are sitting there on their phones watching Rihanna videos. Okay, again, I just don't think they're qualified to be taking care of someone like Abby, who is very active. Do you think that if Priscilla was watching Abby, and I'm not, again, not shading here, I'm not making fun of Priscilla. You think if Abby actually got away, that Priscilla would be able to keep up and catch her? For real. Like, that's just, to me, that's danger number one for someone that's going to run, and she gets hit by a car, whatever it is, there's no way Priscilla would be able to keep up. That's just the truth of the matter.
On yet earlier? Everything's Gucci, man. Are you giving away?
See, he's always talking to her while Priscilla's on her phone. So as soon as Asa takes over, Priscilla's on her phone. As soon as she knows that it's taken care of, that she doesn't have to watch her for 2 seconds, she's on her phone. All the time.
3 kisses?
On her phone, on her phone, on her phone, on her phone.
Priscilla does.
Like nonstop on her phone. Now, it needs to be said that Abby attacks her mom and has attacked her mom since early days.
I think it's a reality for a lot of people. So here's a little throwback Thursday.
So he's doing a throwback because he ran out of content. And part of me watches this stuff and it's just like, I get it. Like, at some point, parents have a breaking point. I'm not saying parents are supernatural superheroes and they shouldn't be able to, like, get frustrated or whatever the case may be. But I think what happened is, at some point, Priscilla had a breaking point and there was just no going back after that. And do I blame her? No. Because as parents, again, these are natural human tendencies. Asa might have more patience, or she might not hurt him like she hurts Priscilla, but something tells me this type of behavior is anger driven for some reason. Whether or not that's something that Abby has felt inside her whole life about her mother, I don't know. It feels like to me, and this is conjecture, that Priscilla hates the fact that she can't live a normal life, quote unquote, as all the other moms. And now I'm going to enter into the idea that their other son Isaiah is her favorite, and it just can't, it's just cannot be denied that the other son is their favorite. And the fact that she says things like this. So right here she says, "I love these 2 girls so much. Summer Maglicchetti, you will always be the favorite child. Okay, thank you for another incredible weekend. Love you. See you soon." Now look, Summer is the girl that lives with them in their garage. She does respite. Basically, they have 3 respite workers that come in every day to take care of Abby. If she's not in school, they have respite. Right? If she's at school, then they're doing their vlogs or whatever. If she's not in school, they need respite, which is literally they have babysitters all day for Abby. They spend maybe an hour or 2 with Abby a day, guaranteed, because they always need the respite. So, and again, I don't know enough about it to understand if that's how much respite you really need, but this is a life that you have and you got to do it, is all I'm going to say. But saying the words, "You will always be the favorite child," in quotations, is not okay. She's not your child. Abby is your child. The way that she projects how she feels about her daughter is seen by so many people. Cannot be argued. I say that because she definitely favors her son Isaiah. It's like he's the golden boy, can't do anything wrong. And that's just, I guess that's kind of the way it goes. I don't know if I can shade you for that, but at the same time, I can shade you for saying things like that your not real daughter is your favorite. You just don't say shit like that. That's just a no-go for me. And so to me, the projection of the idea that she can't even spend 2 hours with her daughter.
Are you ready? Okay, shut the door.
Can I say this too? Is that when they speak to her, like, it sounds like me when I speak to my dog. Now, she doesn't speak like that to Summer or to Isaiah. She only speaks like that to Abby. Now, at some point, Abby does understand what's being said to her. She does receive commands or whatever, and can sign and do some things. And when they're always constantly condescendingly speaking to her like that, to me, that would frustrate Abby. Now, I could be wrong about that. I'm just saying that is just something that I've noticed. And that when the camera is on, again, Abby sees 2 different people. I think Abby does not like the camera. Doesn't like it at all.
Girls are on the move. You guys shut it all the way. We're gonna go grab something.
See, she totally understands. She goes shut all the way. She shuts the door. She's very cognizant and aware. So when she speaks to her like this when the camera's on, to me it probably grinds her effing gears.
Eat? Do you want to do that? Do you want to eat? Okay, here we go. Girls' Day.
Then her face, Girls' Day. Ugh. She does not want to be doing Girls' Day.
Just Mom and Ab. It's so good.
You could feel that energy right through the damn YouTube video.
It is so good. A little lunch break. We're on a mission. You ready? Ready for the mission?
No, she says.
You're not. You better get ready. Can you put your shoes on?
Nope.
Are we going to say no to everything today? No, you're not? Bye. Come here.
See, she wants to, like, again, I don't know how many times you have to see. There's probably a million times that she says bye. This is her, to me, and I don't even watch this vlog very often. As I dive deep into these videos, this is stop for me. This is like she's done with it. And they never are done with it. They just continue.
Or bye. You're all done. Okay. I need you to put your seatbelt back on. Hey, I need you to put your seatbelt back on, Abby.
Part of me here is that, like, okay, look, just saying the same thing over and over again to a child is just, like, not going to work. Get out yourself. Put the damn seatbelt on your child. But again, the laziness shines through.
You just got out of all of your clips. We've had this for how many years? No, ma'am. Sit down. So...
Again, cuts whatever happens after that. It bothers me.
Oh, there was an orange juice or an apple juice and you didn't want it, so you dumped it? Yeah? Is that the right thing to do? It's not. Hey.
It bugs me because the camera is on. And these moments wouldn't happen if the camera wasn't on. And if you're holding the camera while you're, I love you, it's just so fake.
Love you. Did you have fun? Yeah.
When they're speaking for her, she's not making any signs. They're saying the thing that they want her to say, right? I'm not missing that.
Hey. Girlfriend, you can wear a girl out. Do you know that?
See, this is why I wanted to bring this video up. She just gives up so easily, right? I think Priscilla's 110% done with doing things like this with Abby. She does it for the vlog because she has to, but otherwise, I think there might be an agreement in place where Asa does everything and Priscilla's like, I'll do the minimum that I have to do. And then Priscilla's like, look, we're building this MLM, so you have to give me the time to do that. And she's using it as an excuse to get out of actually interacting with Abby.
This is some attitude problems, but we still had fun, right? You're soaking wet. Look at my floor. Girlfriend.
Stop calling your daughter a girlfriend. Again, just the smallest bit of psychology knowledge I have is the way that she interacts with her. Again, treats her like a pet, calls her girlfriend, you can wear a girl out. It's never like, it's not personal. Does that make sense to you? Like when I love on my kids, when I don't talk to my girlfriend, I don't say that to my kids. My kids are like my world, right? And the way that she interacts with her, it's almost just like they're acquaintances. It's so weird to see this. So there, I just wanted to show you that. It's just like, couldn't even spend, like they went out for lunch and then came back. That's what they did there. And she cut so much of that out. And then they do that. And Asa has said multiple times, we show you what we want to show you. And it's never the real thing that they're ever showing you. So that to me just, a bunch of things that are really, really bothers me, okay? Lazy, promotes unhealthy lifestyle choices, is on her phone all the time because she works 80 hours a week. She doesn't work 80 hours a week. The trips bug me. And then, going on, I think they've gone on 10 trips since COVID started. Now, I don't know if it's more dangerous for Abby to catch COVID as it is for anybody else, but I don't think it would be very helpful for her, that's all I'm saying, okay? I don't even think it would be helpful if Asa and Priscilla caught COVID. COVID does not tend to favor severely obese people. That's it. People have respiratory issues, they tend to not be able to sleep properly. COVID would literally almost kill these people, and they just don't seem to care. And it's a matter more about their content and getting out of the house. And the thing that bugs me the most about when they do all these traveling things is that, and I made this argument in the other video, Abby doesn't like going on these things. And you can see it. And they'll say things like when they get in the car to go skiing, well, she's not going to go skiing because she doesn't want to. But we're going to drag her out to this strange place and let her stay here for a week, but we don't care. And I almost sort of get that, right? If you have a family and one of your children has severe autism, right, nonverbal, you still have to live life as a family. I totally get that. But at the same time, 10 vacations during COVID just doesn't sit right with me. I get the idea that you have to go out. And even though, yes, she might not be comfortable with it all the time, 10 trips is a bit much for anybody. It's way too much for COVID. And it's way too much for Abby. I can understand 1 or 2 if it's for the family, for the respite. I get that. You bring the help with you so you can take. I get it. But 10, sorry. So that's just kind of like why I don't like Priscilla. That's kind of the problems with Priscilla up to this point. And there's many more. Because in the end, they say that their channel is all about awareness for autism, right? And it's all about Abby and what they're bringing and things. But then they do videos like this.
Oh, we got her. Yeah. Yep. They pulled a couple out. Oh, sweetheart, I know.
They're just trying to figure out any way to go viral with anything. But the truth of the matter is nobody wants to see them. And that's the scariest part about this channel, is that they try their best to do things like this that are fake. This is fake.
But they're bad teeth. You don't want those teeth. They're all gone, okay? I know.
Like fake shit. I don't even want to show you the rest because it's such bullshit. So the argument I'm making is that they'll do anything to raise their stature, to raise their following count, to do everything, to be famous on TikTok and all the shit that they want to do because they make money off this. This is no longer, again, I am making the argument that yes, it likely was about the idea of helping other people that have children with autism. Absolutely. But that ship sailed so long ago now that we're so far past this, and now all they are is always on constant, backpedaling, backstepping about what they're doing with their life, right? What they're trying to justify to everybody that they're not bad people. And in the end, they are. There is also a question of alleged check fraud with Priscilla in her past, and not that it matters for your future. The one when it comes down to, Asa and the hidden child, that's a big deal for a family vlog, specifically when he talks about things like being a deadbeat dad in his vlogs. Okay, we're gonna get into that in his future video, obviously. But the check fraud one. There were 4 cases against her, and they were misdemeanors, so it wasn't a felony because it was under $2,000. But there is history here. These people I feel like I say that only to tell you that people who try to get rich quick schemes are generally ones who make bad choices. Grew up poor for whatever reason, or grew up with not much, and are always trying to find a way to hustle to get ahead. And it's never through hard work. It's always through the easiest way possible. And that has I'm showing you the idea of the alleged check fraud because of the idea that pushing forward with the easiest way possible to make it big or get money has always been a trait of somebody who's lazy, of people who are irresponsible, and who are disingenuous. And another argument I want to make about Priscilla is that the laziness of her and the absolute leaning on everybody around her so that she can do what she wants to do, which is her MLM, which we're going to get into in a minute. With videos like this where she's talking about coming in hot. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it for you.
So this is starting off exciting. Abby.
So Abby's got a blanket on her head because she's covered in blood right now.
I look back.
First of all, can I say this for a second for reals? Okay? You're vlogging while driving on a highway with your kid in the car. Can you fucking not? Okay? Talk about irresponsible parenting for real. She's vlogging this while she's driving and looking at the camera and looking back at Abby.
And she pulled the blanket up and she has a bloody nose and it's everywhere.
So here's what a normal parent does. They pull over, they clean it up, they get it right, or they head back home, It's probably a big deal. She's covered in blood. Head back home, get a new change of clothes. But she's probably got some shit going on and she can't do that.
So we're one exit from her school and I'm going to have to text them when I get to a stoplight and tell them we're coming in hot.
You're going to text them at a stoplight. How irresponsible of you. While you're vlogging while driving. Hear me out. We're coming in hot, meaning she's going to drop her off full of blood and clean her up.
Ready, because I'm going to need some assistance with this.
Meaning she's going to want them to do it.
We can't have boring moments in our life. It just doesn't happen.
Well, you're about to have a frickin' flipped car on the highway if you don't frickin' pay attention.
Everything's excitement and adventure.
That's excitement and adventure? Give me a break.
Yeah, Abby.
Yeah, don't forget to film it. That's the most important part of this vlog.
Oh my.
Pull over your shit and clean it up. That's all I'm asking.
All right, Abby is at school. They're going to handle her. What?
Lazy. Look at this. Just drops her off full of blood. They're going to handle her.
Many reasons I love this school is,
they do everything for you because you're lazy.
Just help me with everything.
How bad does this look? You pull up with your daughter full of blood and say, okay, bye. Are you kidding me? What if I was a teacher or anybody at the school and saw that? I would be like, I hate you. That is unbelievable that she just did that. So I want to show you that, obviously, because that's just, to me, is just the sign of like an absolute shit parent. Okay? No parent should ever, ever, ever do that. Drop the kid off full of bloody nose. You couldn't just pull over and wipe. If you know, just be prepared. If your kid gets bloody nose all the time, take care of it. Carry wipes. Do the thing. She's so lazy. She passes her off, and that's why I'm talking about Summer and these other girls that live with them that come take care of her, because she's just lazy. It's not that they're busy, because all she does is go on Facebook. It's that she doesn't want to take care of her daughter. She is lazy. And again, not good parenting advice for people who are trying to tell how to parent. Right? Can we agree on that? Okay, so before we get into the MLMs, I just want to talk to you guys about the absolute, utter exploitation of this kid, okay? And when they say that they don't, what I'm about to show you is absolute, utter proof that they do. A person has found this for me, and so on their Facebook alone, they have over 1 million followers. Lipstick Mama, 82,900 followers. Scylla's Stuffin' Things, 185,674 followers at the time they found this. Isaiah Moss's video creator, 55,000 followers. Summer Magliacetti, video creator, 35,000 followers. Priscilla Plagenberg Moss, she has another Facebook group. Instagram, Fathering Autism 140,000 followers. Scylla's Stuffin' Things, 123,000 followers. Isaiah Moss, 60,000 followers. What's the Point Shoot, 87,000 followers. Summer Magliacetti, 83,000 followers. YouTube, Fathering Autism, 569,000 subscribers. Scylla's Stuffin' Things, 114,000 subscribers. Isaiah Moss, 62,000. Summer Magliacetti, 61,000. Twitch. They have every effing platform. TikTok, Summer and Isaiah. Are they dating? 178,000 followers. Priscilla Moss, over 300,000 followers. Isaiah Moss, 28,000 followers. Fathering Autism, 100,000 followers. Listen to me. At this point, I can't tell where the exploitation stopped and where it began. Because how many people need to make their platform off the back of Abby before you guys are starting to realize this is full exploitation? Think about who's at the center of this. When Summer, when Isaiah, when Priscilla all use her in their content, their shit gets bumped. Nobody is going on TikTok to watch Priscilla dance. Can we be real? Okay? They're using their exorbitant platform to grow the other platforms. To what end? At what point is that going to be good for autism? I think Priscilla just came out recently with something about how she's going to focus more on autism on her TikTok now because it got so big and people are like, what are you doing this for? What are you doing? And so she had to come out in defense of people leaving shitty comments. Because right now she's at a retreat with her Lipstick Mama group, which we're going to get into in a second, and she's just getting ratioed on all platforms, so she just takes all that content down. And so now she's like, well, we got to focus on autism now. Right? Because she's starting to realize that the tide is turning for her. Absolutely, it's turning. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys the exploitation level. Just a quick synopsis of how many people are exploiting Abby for their own gain. I'm sure Summer is paid. I don't know. The respite workers are probably paid. And now they're actually asking for more respite workers. They're asking for like 4 people to come in because they don't want to parent at all. They want to just do their Lipstick Mama and they want to do the vlog. And they want to let everybody else focus on her. A lot of times you'll just go into the house with them in the vlog and just Abby's sitting there stimming on the couch. That's all she's doing, eating newspapers. There's a video they did where Priscilla was like, here it is. She said, what a fun, busy, exhausting, blessed week we had around here. I've been so busy with work, but obviously the show must go on. Abby has had ups and downs throughout the week. I think most of us have. I know a team of 148 women I'm trying to support. This is her MLM. Okay? Abby's eating dirt. Okay? They're not parenting. And all the people that are there and you help them, they're all going to be burned out. And people are burning out, and so they're trying to get more help. Probably give them less hours with Abby because she's so active. Why don't you let her just get out and get active? Because you can't. They thought the pool would be the thing to keep her active, but it's just not enough. And she cannot keep up with her own daughter. That's the problem here. So let's get into it. So what is Lime Life? Okay, so let's get into Lime. What the hell is Lime Life, first of all? So she started with Lime Life 2.5 years ago, and this is a post that she made here. She says, all I wanted to do was sell some makeup and skincare to make a car payment. Our family was dying and we really needed a vehicle. Okay, this was 2.5 years ago. Their vlog was well over 100,000, if not over 200,000 subscribers at that point. They were already making a lot of money. I'm sorry. If you have 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, you're making good money. They were full-time doing vlog at that point. So she's lying. We're dying and we really needed a vehicle. When a friend from high school approached me about Lime Life, it's always about a friend from high school, eh? Someone you haven't spoke to for a long time, all of a sudden they're in your life. I hate LMs. I thought maybe, just maybe, this could help pay for the car. I did that and more, so much more. So she's flexing on how much money she's made in this MLM. Here we are, 2.5 years later. I got into something that I really didn't think I'd have time for, and now I realize how much time it's given me. And then she complains that she works 80 hours a week. So no, you don't get more time. This took away more time. She already complaining about how much time she didn't have, and then she took on another job. It's all about this, people. They take this over taking care of their daughter 100% of the time. My job goes with me to my daughter's therapies, on vacation with my family, to the pool, deck in the kitchen, while I'm cooking family dinner, on the boat, with family and friends, and dates with my husband, and to drop my son off at college. Meaning, anytime she's ever interacting with family, she's on a fucking phone. That's what she said there. Lime Life also gave me something I didn't even know I needed, and I'm surrounded by boss babes. Fucking hate boss babes. If you ever have called yourself a boss babe, we cannot be friends. Who have the same mindset. I have the most amazing team and sideline sisters who cheer each other on more than anything. Do you guys find that this is so MLMs are so cultish with their language? Like, that's culty, right? That's ew. More than anything, Lime Life has given me time. Time doing the things I love with people I love. No, we have a million screenshots of you on your phone. When every moment you have, you're on your phone. There's no way you're interacting with your family, specifically Abby, when you're on your phone. I bought my new car with cash. Flex. So yeah, I met my goal of making a car payment. All right, so there was this one crazy Reddit thread I want to talk about Lime Life. So Lime Life's a makeup company. It's just bullshit. Any MLM, and I've said this before in my other MLM videos, if you need an MLM to sell your product's shit, okay? If your product's good, I should be able to go to buy it at a store, Costco, or through any giant box store, whatever it is, Sephora, whatever. Why doesn't Sephora sell Lime Life? Because it's shit. The fact that you need an MLM to sell your shit it's trash. And it's not even the product. They find the cheapest way to make the product. And their makeup is trash, apparently. I don't wear makeup, but that's what I heard. It's just utter trash. And what they do is they buy shitty stuff to sell to downlines. You're not really selling it to the public. You're selling it to your downline. You're creating a downline, right? So there's someone that sits at the top. There's people below you. There's people below them. There's people below them. Are you getting a pattern? It's a pyramid scheme. An MLM is a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme. Okay? If you rely on selling to your friends and family, it's a pyramid scheme. And it comes those boss babes and small business owners, and it's nothing of the sort. There was this vlog, I didn't get the other shots, but basically this lady was going off on another person for saying this Lime Life is bullshit. She's like, oh honey, and then she did this oh honey moment where she went through the whole thing and she broke it down what it would cost. But then this person said, oh honey, did you forget all the other things you had to sign up for? So this is what it costs to sign up for Lime Life. Basic startup kit, $169. 12 months upfront payment for website, $120. Bullshit, their website is trash too. Looks like it was made on Wix. 12 months upfront payment for debit card. They pass every tiny, and they probably puff the payment so they make even more. They add a percentage on that, so they're making even more off that. That's $301, and that's before you even pay for any of the makeup you resell, before you pay for the resale packaging, which you will have to spend hours shoving tiny little bits of makeup into, so they have to package their own shit. Not to mention you have to pay for shipping and handling, which takes 6 to 9 weeks to get your stuff unless you pay for the company extra to put you on the express list, okay? And yes, if you don't sell $300, you will be culled as inactive, which means you don't get your downstream commission, which means that $19 blush, and who pays $19 for a blush anyway, like literally, do you even know 2 people who do that? You'll get $3 whole. So you need to sell 100 of those $19 blushes to make your initial $300 investment back. If you don't count shipping and handling and all those containers you have to buy, so you lose money every single time, okay? And then someone writes, which puts you in negative numbers. After selling 100 of those blushes, do you even know 100 people? Right? 100 people who don't already buy their makeup from another source? 100 people who will trust you enough to with their credit card info and wait 6 to 9 weeks for their makeup? Hello? It is unsustainable, this Lime Life MLM. The issue here, I'm trying to make a point that Priscilla Moss didn't work her way up this ladder. Let's get into some of these other things, okay? So Priscilla Moss won these prestigious Lime Life Awards, okay? She writes here, she says, top 25 global enrollers of 2020. Enrollers means that you're signing people up, which is where your money's coming from, right? Your downline. You're not selling makeup. You're selling it, they're buying the makeup and you're making a percentage of what they're buying. That's what a downline is. That's why it's an MLM. It's bullshit. Priscilla Moss, #1 in the US. Okay? How did she get there? Okay? She goes on to say, I made a decision 2.5 years ago to join a makeup and skincare company. Shitty makeup and skincare company. I didn't know anything about anything. I'd never sold anything, nor did I know about makeup or skincare. This is important. Okay, all I knew was I needed something that was all mine. It's not yours, it's an MLM. I am not a direct sales girl. I still don't know at all, but I do know I'm happy. I'm a Lime lifer. That's what I do and where I belong. 100% invested and happy right now where I am. Okay? Not only is she traveling during pandemics with these dumbass people from Lime Life, you should be ashamed of yourself, Lime Life, for doing this shit. Okay? So I want to make the point that she doesn't know anything about this shit. All she did was had a platform that they built off of Abby. Okay? And this is what a lot of family vloggers do. They all do it. Almost all of them. Okay, they use their enormous platform. Lime Life, Young Living, whoever will approach these influencers, okay, and they'll say, we want to use your platform to sell. Here's how much your money you're making. They likely pay them too, okay? So Priscilla didn't have to do any of the grind any normal people in an MLM would have to do. She didn't have to do it. She wins all these awards and she's doing all these events and she goes to these places and tells people how amazing she is at this. When all she did was exploit her daughter on a platform before this and then use that platform to bump up her MLM and it's just like basically running a 100-meter dash, okay? And you get to start at 99 meters, okay? That's what it was. She had all the advantages at the front to start this MLM. Right? They likely approached her and said, look, you know how much money you can make with your downline if you start now, all the followers you have, all the people that follow you, your leg humpers and your Moss squad that will do whatever you want them to do. All she's doing is taking a predatory practice like an MLM and applying it to the followers. She doesn't have any friends. These are her followers. And they'll do whatever it takes because they are Moss squad followers. And so they used an exploited platform already to exploit Abby further to sell. Okay? And then when someone writes this on her page, don't you think Priscilla does so well because she has the advantage of a YouTube channel to lure people in? The common person who is involved in MLM does not have this platform. And she goes, and Priscilla, I guess it's Asa writes on, she doesn't lure anyone. I guess this is Asa saying this. If that was her motif, stupid anyway, motif is the wrong word here. I think you meant to say MO? Don't you think you'd hear about her business more often? Most people don't even know what the name of it is. When someone is interested in being a beauty guide, stop saying the word beauty guide. None of their guides are beautiful. Just saying. Have you seen the pictures of the people that go? Have you seen the makeup? Doesn't help. They reach out to her. She doesn't recruit. She says she doesn't recruit. She tells them it's hard work. You have to build your network and you have to want to build a business. You see, makeup isn't Priscilla's business. Her business is Priscilla Moss. What? If she stopped selling this company's makeup tomorrow, she would still have the business and network that she's built around herself. We've built exactly. He's just literally telling you that she's just selling people and getting them to buy the product, tricking them into joining this company, buying products, and then she gets the upline. And then above her, someone gets it. But she's number one in the uplines of all the US. Okay? She's making the most money next to the CEO and people above her, okay? So he's just like, she doesn't sell makeup. Yeah, she works for an MLM. She uses a platform to trick people into signing up for a shitty, money-losing, disgusting practice. We built every platform and every network from zero. Okay, that's okay, great. But who did you build that off of? I love how he's taking all the credit here when people are just coming to watch Abby, not you. Asa, of all of them, has the lowest followers of everybody. Facebook didn't get to 1 million followers because we had a YouTube channel. Bullshit. It grew independently. How? Of course there's carryover and overlap. He just admits that it does carry over. Of course there's carryover and overlap. Okay, you just admitted. And between platforms because that's just the nature of it. She is the only person with this company that has the platform that she does. That is true. She is also not at the top. It just showed you she was. There are women that have been working for years to build their business and they are at the top because they put in the work. He's just admitting Priscilla didn't put in any work. Different methods to get to the same result. She works her tail off. She's on Facebook. She works with companies that have great products. No, that's a lie. And she's just good at it. No, she's not. That's why she's so successful. Again, I'm going to show you guys all the pictures again that show every time she posts a picture of her with Abby, huge numbers. That's all that's happening here. I'm proud of her. She's always supported my things and now she's created her own. She didn't create shit. And stop saying that you own a small business when you're a part of an MLM. You don't own shit. If you don't even sell the first $300, you become inactive. You can't even do it. Again, they get ratioed about going traveling. Maybe you shouldn't post things like this until things calm down. With the pandemic, people are going to continue attacking you about it until it's over. And to be honest, I can't say doing a retreat with people you don't live with and don't see on a regular was wise. Unless everyone had COVID tests prior to going. If that's the case, then I say you were safe, as you could be. Then everyone can shut up and mind their business. I defended the post about the dinner for father-in-law because you guys are family and have been around each other a lot. Nobody has been sick, but business associates, not the best choice. And they delete all these comments, like delete them all. They just got ratioed for traveling. So let's get into some of the pictures here quickly. Here's them at a conference with a bunch of, why are these dudes selling makeup? Who are these guys? Here's one that pisses me off. Abigail's one of the most fierce teenagers I've ever met. She works hard every day to be her best self. I'm so thankful for Lime Life, who's showing us what inclusion is. Comment down below who's fierce in your life. She's literally telling you Lime Life is showing her what inclusion is. That is absolute and utter disgusting what she did there. Today's office looks like this. Getting paid to be at the beach with my kiddos. Surfers for autism. Wouldn't you like this to be your job? She's using her daughter to recruit people. Again, I've shown you the proof on the other video. And anytime she posts something with Abby, it gets way more engagement. Way more, like 6 to sometimes 10 times more engagement. So she does that on purpose. So, I mean, in the end, I know this is a super long video and I could have gotten into way more detail and I probably should have. Maybe there's just got to be another one. But one of the things that really got me here, and I'm going to have to just go through multiple videos and just keep going. There was a video, I couldn't find it. I saw it once and I lost the link and maybe I deleted it. But she was cooking with Abigail. And Abigail wanted to leave and she twisted her arm. And I've never seen anything like it. And that's what got me so pissed. And I'm like, I got to do a video on this. And if you've got that video, I'd like to see it. I have to, this just has to be multiple videos. But my point today is that when you build a massive platform off the back of your daughter, okay, the exploitation of your daughter, who cannot give informed consent, okay, and you use that idea to say, well, we're going to bring awareness to autism. I get it. But I think my argument holds water today, that in the end, this is where it got them. And they are basically 100% just everything relies on Abby now. Priscilla grew her platform off the bat. And the thing is that they're lying about the idea. Well, no, it has nothing to do with fathering autism. Are you kidding me? If she didn't have fathering autism, the vlog where it was and the Facebook where it was, do you think that she would have grown to this level? That's just bullshit and lie. And everybody knows it. And that's why she's being called out and they just delete all the comments and everything else. A couple of things. When you're in an MLM, you're a terrible person. Okay? It's a predatory practice that targets people who are already poor, who can't afford it, who will likely lose that money. When you already have a massive platform, you get a big giant head start. I kind of get it. You could have used that platform to start other businesses, not an MLM that's predatory to the people under you. I would love to know how many people that signed up for her course or signed up for her package have actually made any money. Because in the end, only she makes money. Even if she's the number one recruiter and she recruited 5,000 people, okay, and 99% of those people didn't make it, and that's likely the case because that's what MLMs are like, Priscilla still made those 5,000 sales, and all the money that those women paid into this, Priscilla saw a cut of that. Okay, so even if they go on, there's just more people that are going to fill their spots because they weren't good enough, right? They get phased out because they weren't making enough. And those who do actually make a bunch of money, she still makes more money off them. This is why MLMs are terrible and you shouldn't do it. And the fact that she lies about the idea that, no, this is all me, I did all this. It's just utter bullshit. Asa, Priscilla, Summer, Isaiah, none of you have any of the platforms that you have, okay, without Abigail. None of you do. And none of you have her permission to do it. And you take away her dignity when you do that. Okay, I don't even want to get into the craziness of like the stimming, you know, when they were making fun of her and all that kind of stuff. I don't even want to get into it because it's just not really important. I think we've covered enough here to prove my point that this is exploitation to an insane, disgusting level. And I haven't even gotten into the worst shit yet. I've only gotten into Priscilla. Okay? I have not even attempted to show you guys the worst of it all. What I showed you today is just 1% of the insane things I'm about to show you in the next video, which is going to be called The Exploitation of Abby Moss. And it's going to be a very eye-opening expose into them and how crazy this girl is being exploited. And it's like, we're not even beginning yet. So if you have any questions, and the leg humpers, if you have some stupid remarks to say below, I don't mind you leaving stupid remarks and standing up for people that you're fans of. I don't mind you. But if you're not going to answer this one question like I asked you last time, is it okay to exploit a teenage girl who is nonverbal and who has autism without informed consent? Is it okay? Because it's not a question, is it exploitation? Because we all know that it is. Whether or not you think that's right or wrong, the exploitation is there. You're just focusing on the word negatively, exploitation, which it is, but at the same time, it's still full-on exploitation. Abby cannot consent to what they are doing. The amount of platforms that people have built out, not even just family, friends have built off of her. We're going to get into it next time. We're going to talk about the crazy fans, the meetups, the insane things that have been built off the back of Abby. Leave all the comments you want, all the hate shit you want, and thumbs down as much you want. It helps my algorithm. But if you're not willing to answer this question, get out of here, because it's a bullshit lie and you all know it. None of you can answer that question. And I've never heard a proper response yet to that one question. So come at me. No problem. I'll do another video on you dumbasses. Come at me. Because what you're doing when you're watching this channel and sticking up for them is you are actually exploiting Abby too, because that's how they get paid. That's how they continue to exploit her, because as their audience grows, they need to exploit her more. When she turns 18, I hope that the government steps in, or this county or whatever steps in and says, no more of this shit. She becomes an adult. Hopefully she gets a lawyer. Hopefully there are other people that are around her to protect her. Where's all the other family that come into play here and say, what the fuck are you doing with your daughter? Okay? I'm sorry. Money is not everything. Your daughter does not give you consent to do what you are doing to her. You are taking away her dignity, and you are using her to grow your own wealth. And you're not even paying attention to her, Priscilla. Hear me out, Priscilla. This is an open letter to Priscilla, and I know you're watching this. Hear me out. Parent to parent, okay? What you're doing to Abigail is absolutely atrocious. And you might think that you're a good person because once in a while you might go feed some homeless people, or maybe you pay for someone's Dunkin' Donuts behind you. Great. Maybe you do raise money for some shit. Great. But it's not Abigail's responsibility to be that catalyst for those things that you do. For the things that I see when you interact with your daughter, do better. Get therapy. Go get counseling. Do the things that you need to do to become a better mother to your daughter. Because at this point, all I've seen from all the videos that I've watched is how you ignore her. And when it's time to do something, it's all about the vlog. And the only time you really interact with her is when it's with a vlog. And you treat her like a pet, and you talk to her condescendingly. From what I heard, she had a great room from the other house, and you brought her into this room, and it's all selfish. It's all about you. It's all about you. The kitchen, the cars. Look at my car. Look at my car. Look at my floor. Look at my this. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. Every single step of the way, it's you. Building this MLM platform. I'm working right now. It's me. I'm bringing in money for our family. I bought us a vehicle. I did this. It's me, 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 me. Priscilla, you are one of the most self-centered, selfish people I've ever seen in my life. Getting a weight loss surgery likely was probably your answer to say, well, I got to lose the weight. I got to look better for my thing. It wasn't for anything except for looking better for your vlog. And at the same time, you haven't changed any of the way that you've done with your life. One weight loss surgery guy to another weight loss surgery person, you're doing it wrong. Okay? You have to make life changes in order for that to stay lifelong. Okay? And you haven't made any changes from what I'm seeing. Okay? I got the sleeve done over 5 years ago, and I've kept the weight off because I made the changes I was supposed to make. You thought this was the easy way out, and you didn't do that. What that proves to me is that with the checks and the things that you got in trouble for before, and everything that you've tried to do in the past, it's always been about the easy way out for you. And you found an easy way out. But at the same time, you did it wrong because you exploited your daughter for the easy way out. And then you tell everybody it has nothing to do with Abby. It sounds to me like you got a little bit of pent-up frustration that you didn't get the normal life you really wanted, that your husband stepped out on you, and all this, the world has come crumbling around you because of what you guys are doing. Here it is in the end. When you do bad shit to people, like exploit your nonverbal daughter with autism, shit is gonna come for you. Things are gonna be found out. People are gonna see through your utter bullshit. So Priscilla, if you're not gonna take her off, like we know you're not, at least do me one favor. Stop with the MLMs, okay? Go start a business with your wealth that you've built. Do something else. And stop exploiting your daughter. Go get therapy. Go get counseling. Be a better mother. Try to keep up. Stop passing her off on everybody else. What you're doing is disgusting, and no mother should be watching you for how to be a mother. Because what you're doing and what we see is atrocious. You should not be influencing other mothers. So do what you're gonna do with that information. Likely you're not gonna do anything. You're just gonna cry about it and make comments and do videos and do whatever you're gonna do. That's fine. In the end, this really is about the choice that you can make to change this whole world for Abigail. Take her off the channel, continue on your platforms as is, see what happens. That's all I'm asking you to do. Maybe you'll be surprised. Maybe people will still follow you. But you guys all know this for real. The fans that you've created are such crazy people that they're, and we're going to get into that next time. The fans that they've created are so crazy that they're only there for Abigail. And it's really creepy. And we're getting into like murderous, insane, creepy predators. And I didn't think this was going to exist for Abigail, but I found it. And it's the creepiest thing you're ever going to see. So do yourselves a favor, the Moss family. Get your shit offline. Go do something else. Sorry this video was so effing long. I really am. And I didn't even get to all my notes. If you head over to Instagram and like me on there, it's really important. That helps me grow my channel. It helps me grow my platform. It gives me a bigger voice to fight scumbags that do this, who stand on this platform where they think they're like, we're so amazing what they do. Don't come at us. Don't come at us. We're doing amazing things. And it helps me to grow that voice, right? Can I sit at the table with you now, Asa? Can I sit there with you now? I offered you guys an opportunity to come on the show to talk to me. Instead, you just wanted to call me an asshole. I get it. I don't blame you. Do me a favor. Do better. Everybody, I hope that you know that these are not the people you should be like. Do not exploit your kids. Protect kids around you. Be the voice for the kids who are voiceless. And that's what you're doing here by watching this, by spreading this around, by telling people to come watch this or watch other videos about them. What you're doing is really important here with me. By watching this, you're becoming a protector for those who don't have a voice. And that is a really important thing, and that makes you really, really effing valuable. I hope you understand that. Your worth is insane. Just by listening, spreading the word. That is how shit gets done. Thank you so much for that. Whew. That was an exhausting vlog. I feel like every time I cover these people, I feel worse afterwards. But I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, and no matter what it takes, we're gonna expose them. And it's not over. There's lots more gonna come forward. Thank you for doing this. Thanks for those who helped me. People in the back end. I could not have done this without tons of people helping me. So thank you for those people who want to stay nameless for obvious reasons, for helping me. Incredible what you do. The people over on the websites, you know what site I'm talking about. So I want to just thank everybody who's invested in this and invested in uncovering them. I think this is a big deal, okay? This is a big deal, and it's causing a big conversation. And so let's keep it up. Let's keep talking about it. So I will see you this coming week, because we're going to do the big video. And if you thought this was big, wait till the next one. Bombshells. I'll see you then.